No. No, I'm not vegan. Okay. Why not? Squirtle, you should definitely be vegan. You're a turtle, mate. You literally eat seaweed. I don't know why I'm just not vegan. Can you say hi? What? Yeah, hi. You're vegan. Said hi. Said hi. Okay, this is entertaining. Let's get a new poll up, hey? Okay. So, one person said I'm vegan. I don't know if I believe. Can you prove it? And also, everyone else vegans. So, very interesting, eh? Very, very interesting. Are you an animal lover? Do you think animals are cute? Animals are kind? I just saw cider. Why? Do you think they deserve respect? Yeah, I get it. You're eating nuggets. No. Call me what? Phone screen is cracked, so I actually can't read your messages properly. Makes it kind of funny because you're all saying bullshit anyway. Do you think animals deserve respect, yes or no? Remember that you are an animal, by the way. Daisy, I'm eating lettuce. I hope you're enjoying the lettuce. What the fuck, bro? Stop. Who just liked the video? There's one viewer. This is so boring. I can't wait until like people actually have questions with me in the comments. That's literally all I want to do. Let's talk about veganism. Let's talk about veganism. Let's talk about veganism. But you have to put something in the chat because I'm not talking to myself. Of course I'm vegan, let's chat. Animal liberationist. Oh, you were in the stream yesterday, right? And also, if you know how to get more viewers, because there's only 2 people watching, and I have too much anxiety to go out into the city today, even though there's activism happening. Yeah, I popped by. Cool. So, and then you left. You mentioned the watermelon, right? Oh, I got 3 votes. 2 people love animals, 1 person said no. Well, that's weird. Don't apologise to me. If you're not vegan, then you should be sad for the animals. And sorry to them. But they're the ones who have to go to the slaughterhouses and get killed inside chambers. Also, this sticker is really cool. For every fascist who plans to attack Drag Queen Story Hour, there are 3 anti-fascists ready to defend it. For every boss who harasses you, there are 10 workers who will back you up. For every judge who seeks to ban abortion, there are 20 collectives stockpiling that stuff. For every cop who is paid to enforce transphobic legislation, there are 100 outlaws determined to defy them. For every politician who tries to forbid talking about gender in school, there are 1,000 students charting their own paths beyond the binary. For every bigot who wants to etch their biases in stone, there is a movement that is already changing the world. For every person that takes 1 step towards freedom, there is another who finds the road to liberation a little easier. Beware the totally reasonable far right. 10% remaining. What is this? Just need you to leave. Jeez, big message. How do I get this fucking poll off? Yeah, unfortunately with live streams, it's kind of what... Oh gosh, I'm gonna sneeze. Why? Everyone just keeps leaving. It's kind of what is expected, that you have to talk to yourself a bit and people reply. I will chat about whatever's on your mind. Just need you to lead. Well, animal liberationist, are you still here? Oh, who's this? Oh, hello. Okay. I knew you were beta before you talked. Um, like Besa from The Walking Dead? You mean Opie from Sons of Anarchy? Yeah, he's fucking awesome. By the way, are you vegan, Sean? I mean, you still live at home with mommy. Um, how old are you? I don't even know who you are, so if I did live with my mum, I would have no problem with that, because I love my mum and she's vegan, and I would take good care of her, make her life easier. So you do. I know. I knew. But what are you talking about? Are you upset because you're guilty for not being vegan? Hmm? I got 4 votes on the poll. 3 people love animals, 1 person thinks animals are unlovable, apparently. Which must mean they hate themselves too, because humans are animals. Are you gonna say anything? Or are we just gonna sit and stare at each other in silence? It seems like we're gonna sit and stare at each other in silence then. Talk. Talk, monkey. Talk. I've been live streaming for 26 minutes. I want to talk to you about veganism, but you need to, like, say something in the chat. Why would you not be vegan? It's the only thing that makes sense. And if you're not vegan, then you are an animal abuser. So sit with that while you're just silently staring at it. Oh no. This is so boring. Animal liberationist, what? How do we get Sean to talk and realise that they need to be vegan? What if, like, you play good cop and I play bad cop? Or the other way around? Trying to get this person to, like, consider that they need to be vegan because otherwise they are an animal abuser. So Sean, if you're still here, are you comfortable an animal abuser? Sean. Sean. And if they like animals and they're not vegan, they're hypocrites. Yeah, absolutely. That is so true. Which is why I've got hypocrisy written on this punching bag. Because, rather than slapping them or fighting them in person, it's much easier to just punch the hypocrisy out of them through the punching bag. Sean! Sean! Well then, I guess I'll just keep reading. Beware the totally reasonable far right. Boy, how do we even start? I don't know where the beginning is. I've never read a comic like this in such a long time. Here we go. It's that lovely time of year when we're meeting a lot of new people on campus. People we'll be living and working with all year. It's exciting and scary. We're all doing our best to keep chats moving smoothly. I overheard one of these getting to know you conversations on the bus yesterday. It was a chat, by the way. What? This totally ordinary white British, as far as I know, dudes. We'll call them Loud Boy and Mr. Pink. Interesting. I'm curious about Loud Boy and Mr. Pink. Somehow, out of stories background, the loud guy starts rolling through far-right talking points. The transition was so seamless I barely noticed, until he was saying things like, you know, Canada and Australia are really tight about who they live in, but we'll just let anyone in. Gosh, I have nothing against Muslims, but there is an issue with grape. It's so sad. I just think we should check. What? I just think we should chuck them out or check them out before letting them in. I just think we should come out before letting them in, you know? Reasonable, but why would you target people just for being a different colour skin? Does not mean they automatically behave in a certain way. The way that you can be vegan but still be an abusive piece of shit. So, loud guy keeps talking and says, migrant hotels where they're put up for free. No, they're not. They have to travel through hellish conditions just to get to this fucking country. And then when they get there, they're treated so unfairly. They don't get paid fairly. Why? Who wrote this? That's a good question. Does not say, actually. It's just a free comic I got given by a friend. But of course they don't agree with these points. I don't know about you, because we ain't racist here. Yeah, so they're put up free and given everything. They're shown slideshows telling them to rape women in the street. What? Obviously not everyone who comes is bad. I was seeing a Brazilian mature student for a bit. She said she trusted me. A lot of foreign women do. I must just give off nice vibes. Yeah, no, I'm getting disgusting vibes. It doesn't take a politics student to identify the problems with his arguments here. What he said was full of lies, false comparisons, and casual, paternalistic, xenophobic white supremacy. Googleable falsities with sinister implications. With one hand, he used violence against women to legitimize his argument, and with the other, he insisted he was a really nice guy whom women implicitly trust. Yeah, I'm not so sure about that either. Loud guy. It feels like danger to hear him speak, and not for no reason. His chatter supports the oppression of... I don't know what that says. Oh right, chatter supports the oppression of, and suggests a personal ability to take advantage of, demographics with healthy representation among the student body and the population of the wider city. What really got me, as I stared into space, was that loud guy wanted Pink to believe he wouldn't be caught dead shouting this stuff outside a mosque. He used words like just, you know, and obviously that positioned this rhetoric in the totally reasonable. Centre of UK politics. Gosh, I fucking hate politics. But this is good. This is a good comic. The downward slope of this conversation began in earnest, with Loud Guy deigning to permit the existence of trans people.